Ahoy, mateys! Look at that. We might be in Florida tomorrow, I think. Or the next day, I'm not sure. I'm sitting up on deck right now. Just beautiful out here. And I promised you a little video about the good things and bad things about living on a sailboat. Or living on a boat. So, can you guys see me okay? Or is the sun in your eyes? Maybe the sun's in your eyes. Is that better? I don't know. Those are gas cans or diesel cans because our tank doesn't hold a whole lot. But anyway, so the good and the bad. Let's start with the good. My neighbors are dolphins and turtles, and I love them, and I see them every day. The other thing that I love is the fresh air and, of course, the water. Just listen to this. It's beautiful to sleep when you hear this and you feel it moving. Also, kind of the freedom and a lot less stress. So we don't have the day-to-day stresses. Well, let me rephrase that. We don't have the same day-to-day stresses that a lot of people have. We have other ones. In other words, our stress levels are either 0 or 100%. Because 0 is something like this, and then 100% is when all heck hits the fan, you know? Meaning the weather, the storms, the lightning, really heavy water and seas. So we can go from no stress to super high stress. It's one or the other. It's never in between. And I think living at home, sometimes there were a lot of in-betweens. So here it's either no stress or a really bad stress. Like scary death stress. What are the other things I love? Just seeing different people, different cultures. When I say cultures, I mean just here in the United States, right? Between the North and the South and different states and accents and customs and different foods that are in those places. Like, for example, in Miami, Cuban coffee. That is the best thing in the world. I don't know if you've ever had Cuban coffee. It's the only thing good about the Miami airport. Is you can get a Cuban coffee there. So, the fresh food, fruits, vegetables all the time. So we eat really healthy. What else? Let me think. There's so much more. Anyway, the downside is things that I miss in a house are a regular refrigerator and freezer. Like ours is a chest, and you have to dig to get stuff, and a lot of times you forgot a couple zucchini at the bottom, but they'll let you know later because the smell's really bad when you open up the fridge. The freezer is only about, I'd say 8 inches wide by about 12 inches long by about 12 inches width-wise. So we can't get a whole lot in there, and I wish we had a better freezer. The other thing is it won't freeze anything, so anything that goes in there has to be frozen, except for ice cream. That will never ever stay. It melts. So I don't know if you'd really call it a freezer. I don't know. I mean, we'll put in fresh chicken or frozen chicken, and it'll stay frozen. But some vegetables too if we need that. So I miss home type refrigerator freezer. The other thing is that I miss is how you get the stuff in the refrigerator freezer. We can't just go and get in the car and run down to the supermarket and, pick something up. It has to be very well planned, and it's an all-day trip. So, we have to get in the dinghy. We have to find that supermarket. We have to haul the stuff. We have a cart that we bring it back and forth in. So it's not such a thing where I can go, hey, Chris, I'm out of eggs. Can you run get some? Have it for you in a week. Like tonight we're anchoring out, and there's nowhere to go get groceries. The other thing I miss is fresh water and just the plentifulness of it. So if I'm brushing my teeth, washing my face, taking a shower, you have to really conserve your fresh water. Our tank is, I think it's 60 gallons, and we fill it up with the hose when we're in port. And then we do have through holes to use seawater to flush the toilets and do stuff like that. But just being able to, but it's good. It's we're conserving, so I don't feel as wasteful. I used to brush my teeth and just let the water run while I brush them, and that's a big no-no now. Same thing with washing dishes, taking a shower. Oh, heck no. You turn it on, you get wet, you turn it off, and then you soap up, and then you rinse real quick, and that's it. There's no long lingering hot shower. So I miss that. But again, that's kind of good, learning to conserve. I guess everyone should. We're going to try to get a water maker when we get to Fort Lauderdale, because we're desperately going to need one when we get to the Bahamas, because the water in the Bahamas, to buy it, costs the same as gasoline. I mean, it's really, really expensive, so it doesn't even make sense to not have a water maker. And then it will be nice as we move back into the States and everything to have that water maker, because we need some fresh water to drink, to all of that. So that's something I miss a lot. My bed, although it's comfortable, you have to climb up into it, and I don't know that it's really comfortable like a regular bed. I mean, I have to literally get up almost like a ladder to get up into the bed. And sometimes when it's cold outside and warm in the boat, there's a lot of condensation, and my bed will get wet from just the drips down. I mean, I have waterproof mattress protectors on everything, but it's still a wet bed you're sleeping in. I bet you're going, whoa, sounds awesome, Antoinella. The other thing is, I love to watch TV, and there isn't that kind of thing. Unless we're in a slip and they have good Wi-Fi, then I can, pull stuff up that way. The other thing I miss is fast internet. Man, just to get this video up is going to be crazy, because it just churns and churns and churns, and it takes so long. So, a lot of the things that are technology or advancements or whatever you want to call them, they're hard to really get on a boat. And to be able to have those things on your boat, it would cost a fortune. And that's just not in our budget or our plans. So, what else do I miss? The biggest thing is family. Yes, we could always jump on a plane and get home, although those are expensive as well. But I do miss that, being able to just jump in my car, drive to my mom's, or, jump in my car and go see one of my sisters or one of my kids. Now we have Michael on the boat, thank God. He's been such a big help. But I miss Philip and Hope, and my sisters. I miss all my sisters. So that's I think that's the biggest thing that isn't good about living on a sailboat. I think if I had grandkids, I wouldn't be on the boat. I'd be wherever those grandkids are located, and that's where I'd buy a house. So, but all in all, it has been very healing for me on a lot of different levels, because this is the day. And someone said that they'd love to see a video of what my day is like when you wake up in the morning, and I'll do that. And it's nice. You'll see. It's just, I make some coffee, we go up into the cockpit, plan the next trip, pull up anchor, and off we go. And this is what it looks like and sounds like. And then we'll come up on our anchorage and we'll drop anchor and maybe have a cocktail before sunset, make a little dinner, eat. But then, you know, there are days that I am cleaning the boat, buffing, oiling the wood, cleaning, polishing all of the stainless steel. There's a lot of upkeep on the boat. I'm doing a lot of things like that. I also like to sew. I've got some sewing machines on the boat, which Bubby doesn't know about all of them. I'll tell you guys later. Yikes. Like to read, play chess with Michael. There's actually a lot to do, and sometimes I don't feel like I have enough time, and it's weird because you think, well, what else are you doing? The boat makes you very lazy. When you're sitting here like this and you just hear the water and you're rocked back and forth, you just want to take a nap. That's it. So I'll put some more things up later, but I thought you'd like to hear that because you guys had said, you know, what's that like? What's the good and the bad? And I'll always tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, all right, love you guys. Bye-bye.